What's been your favorite Mass Appeal Legend Has It released so far? Let me know in the comments section.
Hey yo, Ease!
De La Soul released their second single, Day in the Sun, off their upcoming album, Cabin in the Sky, being released November 21st, 2025 on Mass Appeal Records. And I'm gonna give you my overall assessment. First off, let's start with the overall vibe. Has like that wake up and tackle the day kind of energy. It makes you feel like no matter what's going on in your daily life, you can conquer whatever it is on that particular day. That's the energy that surrounds the record. But that's just De La Soul in a capsule, right? They've always been uplifting. For many, that's their claim to fame, like using rhythm to speak to people's souls, hearts, and making you feel as though you are important. That's De La Soul, man, for real. Let's start with the production. Supa Dave West, he produced this record. He's a freaking collaborator with De La Soul, got records with Talib Kweli, and a host of others. And as soon as you press play, you can hear it. He may not be a popular producer in a sense, but I will tell you this, he's fire. I believe he comes from the true school or the old school or the school of Marley Marl in the sense of chopping, where it's very minute chops, samples, and snippets put together. And once he's done that, it doesn't resemble the sound source. When he samples from a record, he breaks it up into tiny pieces and creates his own compositions. He doesn't just use loops per se. He takes samples, utilizes his ear, and rearranges them and creates a whole new soundscape. And this record is no different. Drums hit hard, but they don't overpower. The bass line is funky, very funky. Steady, but perfectly placed. It's not overplayed. The highlight for me is the sense of spacing, where yes, he has chops, the drums are tough, bass line is there, but it's still room for the vocalists and the MCs to find their pocket and not feel as though they're competing with the music. Everything has room to breathe. And also, I like the subtleties. Listen for like that open hi-hat or that cymbal crash within the drum pattern and how it has that natural feel, as if a real drummer or a live drummer was in there playing it. It's not on the grid in a sense, right? It may be either early or late, but it just feels like natural drumming. Supa Dave West, he gets busy. Tough production. All right, let's talk the hook and song structure. The songs open with like a spoken intro, then immediately it moves on to the chorus. The moment for me when the vocals hit, it just feels like a ray of sunshine, for lack of a better term. You just feel uplifted, matched with the production. The hook, Just Another Day in the Sun, captures like gratitude and joy, going back to what De La Soul brings to the atmosphere or to the hip hop as a whole. And it's sang by Yummy Bingham, right, from Queens, New York. She's had other records with them from the Grind did. I think she did Much More. She also did, I think, ad-libs on Baby Fat as well. Very soulful, unique voice. I think she was signed doing records with Rockwild a while back as well. They have a dope chemistry, and she just adds to the record. It seems organic. You have the spoken intro, then you have the chorus or hook, and then you have the rapping. That's just De La Soul, unconventional, meaning that most people you will hear rap, but then you hear the hook. But for them, or at least for me, they're always gonna do what's best for the song. And I wouldn't change anything about this. They also have a fellow native tongue member on the record, Q-Tip the Abstract, Queen's very own, an innovator and legend in his own right. His tone and cadence fits the record perfectly. The synergy makes perfect sense. It gives me vibes of like the Renaissance album that he released, his solo album. Y'all know the album, right? When they got the MPC on the front cover, MPC 2000 XL. He just brings what he normally brings. Like, it doesn't seem forced. He understands music. He understands how to make records. And he fits De La Soul and this particular song perfectly as well. Like, it's like they just went out their way and they wrote things down probably on a board and said, you know what? Let's craft an album that makes sense. It seems well planned so far from the first two singles. It doesn't seem as though, even though it's a posthumous recording or posthumous music, it doesn't seem forced. There's intent there, intentionality. And I always say, if you put producers in the room, composers, people who really love music, great results will happen, because they're not interested in cookie cutter. They're not interested in being the first one to drop. They're not interested in record sales. They're interested in putting out quality music, and that will lead to record sales or shows or adding to legacy. So I'm a fan of this. There's also some subtleties in the song, like the intent that jumps out to me as well. Like, you don't hear a rap vocal until about the minute 33-second mark. That speaks volumes, man. Like, think about that for a moment. And you still feel captivated, or you still gravitate to the sound. Even though you may have pressed play for De La Soul, you don't hear them until almost a minute and a half, or after a minute and a half of the actual song playing out. That tells you that they aren't just focused on bars. It's about crafting a song. The artists, producers, writers clearly wanted you to feel a certain way, or to be engulfed in the message, and they did what was necessary. The arrangement is fire, structure, that adds to the mood. It's not about showing off rapidy rap similes or metaphors or triple entendres. It's about the song. That's grown up, that's a mature approach, music that's built off experience and created to help you get through your day. Once again, that's De La Soul. This record kind of makes you pause and be thankful for, like, the simple moments, joy and peace, things that some of us take for granted, you know. But my final thoughts would be, I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to the album dropping on November 21st, 2025 through Massive Pill Records, titled Cabin in the Sky. Between De La Soul's timeless energy, approach, and maturity, and Supa Dave West, soulful production, you add Yummy in there, Q-Tip's steady presence. This song checks all boxes for me, you know. I'm not here talking about it as a hit record or it's gonna go triple platinum, but I feel as though they stayed within the vein of who they've been, and it works. And I can always salute that. It also shows what happens when artists focus on the craft over fame, right? I think that will be appropriate here. Someone also spoke those very words. This De La Soul album is gonna be something special, on my previous video where I reacted to the package, the first single. But there's not much more to say, man. Day in the sun. It's not just music, it's something that will feed you, you know, uplift you. And after all, that's what music should be about, right? So let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you a fan of the second single? Did you like the first single? Are you gonna support Cabin in the Sky this upcoming Friday? And once again, what's your favorite Master Pill Legend Has It release so far? Remember, you can achieve anything in this world through sheer hard work and patience. God is the greatest. Your man Easy, the Easy Experience. Go get yours. Shit.
Hey, yo, E!